ES and Prince Ayoko have reconciled, okay? In the wider interest of the community, it's better that they reconciled, moved on, and they showed how like grown people can move on. A round of applause, okay? Like we didn't see this coming. So ES put out a further thing in her tab as to insinuate that the people who replicated the media the night in Tamale, the people who have done XYZ story without asking her, they are the wicked ones. First of all, ES, can you take some accountability for once? You are a grown-ass woman. I have never seen anyone so reckless as to always blame other people. How are you crossing continents and you can be so misguided, so infantile in your response?
That was Mr. Uganda. He said something actually quite profound in his video that he made a little earlier. He made a claim that both ES and Prince Ayoko had somehow cahooted with each other in order to make some sort of drama so they could profit from it. And at any other time, I would have rubbished that off. I mean, in my opinion, it seems pretty clear cut that they didn't really make out better off with this situation. It surely didn't give ES more exposure than what she already had, and I would say that Prince Ayoko probably gained a few more subscribers in his YouTube account, but really, all that for a couple of hundred YouTube subscribers? So, what I did is I read both of their posts that they posted earlier on their community posts. And when I read them, I just, I don't know. You're gonna have to see for yourself. After I read them, I said I'm gonna have to make a video about this, and this really wasn't something I wanted to do, but here we go. Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Nairobian. In today's video, yeah, it seems as though Prince Ayoko and ES have sorted out their differences, but what kind of message did they communicate with their community posts? We're going to analyze these posts right now. We're going to try and get into the psyche by reading the language that was written and how it was written by both ES and Prince Ayoko. But as ever, before we get into it, I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share, click the bell notification, and consider signing up to our new Patreon. Link in the description. Now, first of all, I must say I am very happy to hear this news, because at the end of the day, we're all adults. I mean, Prince Ayoko's in his late 30s, and ES is at a similar age, perhaps a little older. Regardless, it's good to see that they have reconciled their differences and are now going to focus back on this Bonsu Micro Village Project and focus on finishing it at least. It was tragic to actually read some of the comments that were being made. Some people were so sad about what happened that they were threatening to take their own lives. And I think when somebody makes threats like these, you should always take them serious. You should always heed on the side of caution and take that threat seriously. I'm actually going to read off both of these community posts, and you are going to tell me who wrote which community post. So the first one reads, "Greetings family, how are you doing? Please, it has come to my attention that my subscribers are disrespecting ES, Eat Love Migrate, about what happened. I'm pleading with all of you to stop disrespecting her or disrespecting me, or you will be blocked. Only she and I know the real situation. We have reconciled. She is not my enemy and I am not her enemy. We are humans and anything can happen in our lives. In Africa, we do not cut one another off forever over misunderstandings. What she and I are doing is not for us, but for the community and the future generations to come. We stand united. Thank you." Okay, and now I'm going to read off the next one. "Good day everyone, how are you? Prince Ayoko and I reconciled in friendship days ago because what we are about is bigger than us. We both know the truth of what really happened before the recordings. I wish you all showed this much enthusiasm when I share videos about self-sustainability. If you choose to come to my channel to monitor my movements because you have no movements of your own with insults or insult him based off your false facts, twists and turns of statements made by a stranger, myself, or even him, you will be blocked out of our lives forever. Yes, it was made public because no one helped when I was screaming for help. The wicked and inhumane recorded what I deleted for selfish gain and to feed themselves, not to help. These offences will hit them in their lives, but they will not see it coming. They will forget what they have done, but I won't. They are bold now, but not later. Their excitement about our problem is bringing more views, so maybe the curious spectator will learn something. Us versus them. What they do versus what we do. There's a massive difference. We are not perfect, but we are busy and focused on our own lives, not the lives of others. We are committed in our efforts to provide support to the community and have settled our differences with unity. Period. Thank you. P.S. To you broads that are victim shaming, you are not there. Neither was the entire incident captured on film. Therefore, STFU. You say I have issues. Focus on what you see in the mirror. There lies your issue. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to work out who was saying which one of those community posts. Prince Ayoko's community post is filled with regret and respect for whoever's reading it, whilst the second post, which was written by ES, was filled with contempt and anger, vitriol. ES's was so overdramatic. It was so theatric. I must say that this is where I align myself with what Mr. Uganda was saying a little earlier on. He said, and I'm not quoting, that this is some form of plan to give them a bit more exposure in the limelight. This message from ES pretty much tells me the same thing too. However, it also falls in line with the way she's been acting throughout this saga. ES seems to have a problem when reacting to unwanted attention. She just doesn't know how to deal with it. For instance, that time when O'Shea Duke Jackson made a video criticizing her. I can't remember quite what the video was all about, but I can remember ES's overreaction. We all know O'Shea Duke Jackson. We know that if he would have made that video, he would have criticized her, and then boom, he would have moved on. Everybody would have forgotten about that the next day. However, when it comes to ES, she seems to react in a way which prolongs her own suffering. It actually attracts more attention. It does the opposite of what she actually wants. So you would have thought that she would have learned something from that experience with O'Shea Duke Jackson when it came to me, when I started giving her a little bit of unwanted attention. But no, she seemed to do the opposite. She seemed to overreact. And once she overreacted, I think I made another 10 videos about her. And truth be told, if she'd have just shut her mouth, I'd have long moved on from her a very long time ago. Now, I can understand if she was actually trying to capitalize off the situation. That I could see. So when she came out with her second video a couple of weekends ago, I had the aha moment. We all realized that had happened. Okay, let's move on. It was the eureka moment, the light bulb moment. So you have to question ES's process of making decisions. Yes, we can all say that sleeping with married men is a bad decision. However, when she started mixing business with pleasure, you would have thought that this experienced traveler, a person who had been in Africa for some time now, you would have thought that she would have known the best decision to make when being asked to go out to some shindig with her personal trainer. Here's another question. If ES has been in Africa for so long, and Africa is like a place where people go to heal themselves, where diasporans can heal themselves from their past traumas, then why is it ES has not bothered to heal herself? If ES is this esoteric diviner, this powerful seer that can heal people, then why is she not bothered to heal herself? Because she clearly is having problems here, dealing with past trauma. I'm no diviner, I'm no specialist when it comes to the psychology of people But you can clearly see that ES is still having problems with her past traumas. I mean, she doesn't know me. Yet she tried to compare me to her ex-husband. This really is a sad situation because at this present moment, they are preparing to make a comeback at the Bonsu Micro Village. However, if ES is bringing in the same emotional luggage back to the Bonsu Micro Village, then it is highly likely that this volatile situation will flare up yet again. I mean, let's just read some of the things that she said inside here. It started here. I wish you all showed this much enthusiasm when I share my videos of self-sustainability. I mean, come on. It was completely unnecessary. It's not going to do anything to anyone. If anything, people like me are going to make more videos about this kind of rubbish. If she would have made a statement like Prince Ayoko's, I'd have completely ignored her today. But once again, this is what we're talking about. It's like she's looking for attention. I mean, the next line actually is even more telling. So it reads, if you choose to come to my channel to monitor my movements because you have no movements of your own with insults or insult him based off your false facts, twists and turns of statements made by a stranger, I wonder who she's talking about, myself or even him, you will be blocked out of our lives forever. I don't think she means literally blocked from YouTube because I think most people already know that that's pretty much useless. The audacity to think that people are wanting to be in her life in the first place. I can't wait for this stuff to be over. I can't. So please just get back to work. Get back to the Bonsu Micro Village. Do what you need to do. Stop putting out rhetoric like this. It's unnecessary and it's unwarranted. Again here. Yes, it was made public because no one helped when I was screaming for help. I mean, what is that supposed to mean? What were we supposed to do about that? The wicked and inhumane recorded what I deleted for selfish gain and to feed themselves, not to help. No, we didn't record anything. I didn't record a damn thing. Everything that happened at the Bonsu Micro Village that night, everything that happened at Prince Ayoko's compound that night happened to be recorded on two phones, your phone and his phone. You two are the only people that recorded anything. So stop trying to assign blame to other people, please. These offences will hit them in their lives, but they will not see it coming. They will forget what they have done, but I won't. That thinly veiled, empty threat again. I don't know what it is, but everybody seems to be these powerful magicians, hard knocks, gangsters, when they're thousands of miles away from their enemy. What's happening to the internet? Why are we like this? And it is clear that ES still needs emotional support. She definitely needs the support of her subscribers and also her fan base. But she really needs to start to focus on herself, because at this moment she's exposing herself and she's exposing a very weak, feeble side of ES. The side that nobody wants to see. We all know it exists, that's okay. And it's okay for it to exist, but really, if you are putting yourself in a position where you are telling people that you have the power to heal other people, you have the power to heal traumas of other people, and then you don't heal your own trauma and you don't heal your own problems, what does that say about you and about your services? Taking responsibility for my own actions was one of the first things my parents taught me. Both Prince Ayoko and ES have a chance now to prove everybody that was against them wrong. They have a chance to live righteous lives and to make the lives of others, other returning diasporans, much better. Regardless of what has happened in the past, Prince Ayoko is my brother and ES is my sister. And I will always give them the best from my heart. but it's absolutely imperative for ES to heal herself before she starts focusing on other people. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's a good thing that ES is going back? Do you think that it's going to last? Do you think they will finally get this Bonsu Micro Village project off the ground later this year? Leave a comment in the comment section below. It would be really good to hear from you. So guys, I want to give a special thank you and a shout out to my new Patreon subscribers. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, please think twice to our bit.